everyone, it's time for another DRS video, by which I mean, today is Sunday, I have a device, I'm gonna review it, you know the deal by now. So, portable gaming has been a thing, and has been a thing for a long time, and there's something I've been meaning to show you, and it's been it's been out for quite some time, but I figured it's might as well show you, and it is a bag that says Retroflag on it. Yes, I've always wanted to show one of these. Okay, not really. What I wanted to show you what's inside this bag. So let's open up said bag, and here comes the Retroflag Gpi Case. Yes, from the folks at Retroflag who's made the Gpi Case. Yes, I bought this thing back in 2019 and had some kind of my go-to portable gaming thing, because this was before I built the WaveShare things that I've showed previously and built on this channel. So there is that, and you can see reflections of the fan above and how smudgy the screen is. Yes, I'll get into details later, but let's see what we got. We got a D-pad. Yes, nice D-pad, just like you would expect from the Game Boy. Yes, I'll get to that in a bit. Good D-pad, select and start. Your usual BA and 2 and 4 extra buttons. Needless to say, you got YX here. You got the screen. It's 2.8 inch IPS screen. Yes, it is amazing screen. A little LED that says there's off, on, and LED dot matrix with stereo sound. Yes, you have a speaker here. You got headphones, plug-in headphones with here. On the side you got volume. Here's something I'll get to in a bit. Oh yeah, here's the extra buttons, left and right. Batteries, or battery cover. Takes 3 AAAs. I'll get to that as I go along, and these are inner loops. Yes, Eneloop Pro from Panasonic. Put that back on. There's contrast, and plug in a cable via USB, which I forgot to show you what was also in the baggie. Comes said cable. Yes, you could plug this. Yes, it's USB. That little hole, plug it in here, plug it to a power bank or some sort, and you have a lot of power and a lot more game time. And oh, it even says has the Retroflag logo on it. Nice. It has it on it twice, which is nice. So there is that. So let's get with full size comparison. Here's the Game Boy. Here's this thing. An adapt comparison. A more adapt comparison. Yes, and amazingly this thing, it still works. I think I've demonstrated it last time, but just to make sure, it does work. And here's living proof that it still works to this very day. Keep your eyes and ears open. Yes. Okay, I think that's enough Tetris, but anyway, let's get back to this thing. So, what could be talked about the Retroflag Gpi Case that hasn't been talked about? Well, this thing is amazing, and it runs off. Ooh, I pulled out a cartridge. This is the cartridge. It says, I don't know if you could make that out. It says, cartridge Gpi Case, 30th anniversary for RPi-0 and RPi-0W. Retroflag.com, made in China. And even says Gpi Case on the thing. And of course it has Game Boy contacts, so there's that. And of course this little thing has micro SD cards. So you're probably thinking, ooh, it's one of those flash card things. Nope. This is running off a Raspberry Pi 0 or 0W, but to be more specific, I recently got a better version of it, the RPi-02W, which came out some time ago, And I put that on here and it works just fine. And on the back, yeah, there's a screw missing. But who cares if a screw is missing? You're just gonna leave it on there for some time. It's not like you're gonna put it in, you know, put it in, take it out just for the heck of it. Yeah, just it stays on there, take it out, and all that stuff. So there's that. So runs off the new, I should have said it before, but I'll say it again, the new Raspberry Pi Zero 2W, which is a new thing that it came out, and it works amazing, hardware wise and everything else wise. So yeah, what could be more said? And oh, just to prove that it does, even though it has the same cartridge ports as the if I can get it out, I don't know if you can make that out, has the same pins on the cartridge. Playing Game Boy cartridges on here, it's not gonna work. And just to show you that it won't work, oh, yep, the screen is on. Yeah, it will not work with Game Boy Color cartridges, so you're stuck with using this. So I guess all that's left to do is put the cartridge back in. If I can put it in, there we go. And damn well turn it on. And it's zoom in a bit while we're at it. Now the amazing thing is, when you buy this, oh, have fun with Recall Box via Retroflag. That intro. Yes, it has multiple intros when you turn it on. That being the Sega Naomi. Well, let me load it. That was the Sega Naomi, and it has various other ones. So here's what I have so far: a bunch of games and all that stuff. So when you first buy this thing, you could either have what am I saying? RetroPie or Recall Box, or even Bottle Sarah. I happen to have Recall Box because at the time, and I'm sure there's an image for RetroPie for Pi 02W for GPi Case. I don't know about as of this video, but I have Recall Box because I have everything on everything that I own for RetroPie. I keep doing it again. Everything for Raspberry Pi, I have RetroPie and Bottle Sarah. I figured changing it up with Recall Box, it'll stand out. So yeah, this is just I have games on here. It's running Recall Box. I could run RetroPie or Bottle Sarah, but I choose not to. So there's that. And I guess I can get into a game. If I can get into a... let's just pick one at random. If I can get it to work. And let's pick one of the ones by default. And you'll note... Oh, you could adjust the contrast, just like you would. But adjusting contrast does not adjust contrast. It adjusts the brightness. So it just says it there. Oh, you could do that. Of course, the volume. I gotta say, the speaker on this, it's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty loud, and the screen's a bit bright, so there's that. Okay, I think I should just jump into a game. Let's play whatever this game is, and I guess I can't run it, so, oh well. Let's pick another one. Ow. Okay, ow. And that's a bit boring, so yeah, I'll just quit out of that. You get the idea. Oh, let's lower it. You get the idea. I could be here all day just showing you every game on here, but I plan not to because why, yeah, it would be for a long video, so it's not even worth it. So And just to show you another intro, let's restart the system. Oh, it even shows that. And the screen goes a bit funny if you leave it on like that, but it restarts. Have fun with recall box again, okay? Wow, I haven't seen that intro. That's good. And there's recall box, so let's go ahead and turn it off. Yes, it turns off because it does turn off, and the color is a bit different, so there's that. So the reason it turns off like that as opposed to instantaneous, allow me to take out the batteries, and I'll show you why. Oh, there goes the inner loops. I don't know if you can make that out, but there's a little switch, a tiny switch that says safe shutdown. So if you have the safe shutdown script, you could turn it off and not have your data lost, as opposed to turning it off and just turns off instantaneously and lose all your data or metadata or whatever. And there's a micro USB port which does, I have no idea what it does, but oh, knocked the camera a bit. Yeah, I have no idea what the micro USB port does, so, and I know it doesn't charge or connect to a PC or anything, so if anybody knows what it is, do leave a comment. I'm curious to know. So let's go ahead and put the batteries back in, because let's put the inner loops. And you know what? Now that I'm here, since I'm putting the inner loops back, let's talk about battery life. Well, here's some downsides, needless to say. Since it's running off 3 AA's, well, the Gameboy runs on 4 and has a lot battery life. This one runs about, how can I put it this way? I've gotten about at least 2.5 hours running off these inner loops. But I mean, if you're using, you know, regular batteries from Duracell or Energizer or whatever, you're probably gonna get around the same time, or maybe even more. But the problem is, these inner loops are rechargeable, to whereas Energizers or Duracells, once they're dead, you throw them away. So there is that. And I've seen people hack this open and mod it to where it doesn't have to run on 3 AA's. You could just throw it on, use it on lithium ion, and give you a lot longer playtime, which is fun. I've yet to do it myself, but I don't want to, because there's really no point, because you have this cable, which of course you plug it in here, which I've already showed you, and just plug that into a power bank, and then you probably get more than 2.5 hours at least, which is good. But then again, I mean, what's the point of having this, you know, poking to a side and having a power bank? Shouldn't be the purpose of just having it, you know, run off batteries, whether it be AA's or lithium ions? I don't even know. So what more could be said about this? So I wanted to get another one of these so I could have another image of it, but apparently they don't sell them on their own anymore, at least what I've seen on either AliExpress or eBay. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame. So I have to buy another unit, spend more money on this, just so I can get this and have this as a replacement or something. Well, now that I mentioned eBay or AliExpress, I guess we should talk about price. I believe I paid $70 on Amazon years ago. It may have gone down a bit, but I don't even know. But oh well. But yeah, I mean, for $70 I managed to get this, and not to mention you have to factor in the cost of the Raspberry Pi Zero or 0W or even 02W, and that would be great. So most likely be 110, no, maybe even more. I don't know what I'm ranging about, but yeah, it is a costly thing, not for the unit alone, but for the thing that resides on, and also factor in the fact how much you're willing to spend money on a micro SD card. I happen to have 16 gigs. I think I paid like $5, I believe. But yeah, portability on the go. And there's another thing that just came out recently as a couple months ago, I believe. The GPi Case 2, which they expand upon it. It's a little bit bigger. I mean, probably a bit taller than the original Game Boy by a couple of inches. And what it added is some extra buttons on right here, I believe, just beneath select and start. Another button on top. Runs off a either 4,000, 5,000, I don't remember, built-in milliamp lithium-ion battery, so you don't have to mess around with AAAs or hack it to include a lithium-ion battery. Why am I? Look, the next model is amazing. If you could find it, or if you plan on buying it, let's just say that. But the problem with that is, of course, this runs off the Pi 002W or 0W. The GPi Case 2 runs off a Raspberry Pi CM4. And good luck finding those on the cheap because, yeah, as of this video, I mean, they're very hard to come by. I mean, they're still out there, but you're really gonna pay a lot of money for a nice micro board that could do your emulation. I mean, there's other alternatives out there, but yeah, I think I've just rambled about this, and yeah, it's a short video because I have nothing else to show off, just showing off this. So yeah, that is about it for the Retroflag Gpi Case. If you want one of these, they're still available on Amazon. I mean, for the thing itself, the Pi 002W or 02W not included. Good luck finding that on the cheap. Like I said again, I mean, otherwise you're just gonna have to wait till they start building them again and start selling them for reasonable prices again. Because yep, that's how this economy works. And I have nothing else left to say. So it is a pretty thing. Yeah, buy one and you'll be amazed. Otherwise, just there's other alternatives out there. So yep, that'll do it for me. So until then, take care. Next one and next DRS video is going to be very interesting. And yep, keep your eye on that. So yep, I am out of here. And until then, see ya.